Hello, club members. So this will likely be the last lecture I'll make for game design before actually getting into, designing, going through the development process where we'll actually begin making a game. So here in this lecture, I'll just be quickly going over some resources to use for learning the thing you're interested in. For example, if you're interested in the coding aspect of Unity, then I have a video right here from freecodecamp.org, which is a very nice channel. Um, I highly recommend watching it if you want to get into general coding, not just, C sharp coding or Unity coding. So I highly recommend this channel if you want to get into that. And here I have a video link which I'll send soon, which will basically go over how to fully code in Unity. I went over a couple of the basics. Um, some of these I did go over, but this video goes over a lot more in depth. And something I want to note, and something you may have also noticed, is that this video is really long. It's actually 7 hours and 24 minutes. And I do not expect you to watch this entire thing, like in one go. Um, However, I do highly recommend like watching as much as you can, over several intervals. It doesn't have to be one day. You can watch it over weeks or months. I highly recommend this video if you want to get into coding and things like that. So it goes over everything related to C sharp from, what variables are, what functions are, conditional statements like if statements, what loops are, just things like this, which you guys can really learn a lot from. So I highly recommend this. Uh, and I recommend starting from the 45-minute timestamp. So if you go here, if you click the description, you'll see. So they'll have contents here. Click on
Okay, so now we're
the
going to
45
get into
minute
the scary part and create a full game
timestamp.
in
And then they'll just go over, how to code, things like that. And yeah, that's covering the coding aspect for those interested in coding. Now for the modeling team, art team, those who want to get into 3D modeling, then I recommend watching this guy called Imfenzia. He is a YouTuber who's really good at modeling. He makes a lot of low poly characters that he has for his game. So basically, he goes over everything related to Blender. Um, this whole video is only 1 hour. You could probably watch this in one go. It's really easy to make the things he's making. He goes over it really well. I recommend watching this video. Once again, I do not expect you to watch this all in one go. It's possible to. This one for sure, this video for sure you can't watch in one go. It's like you'll have to watch over several days. So if you want to get into coding, watch this. Want to get into art, then watch this. Now, a further kind of like a subcategory of the art, aspect of this game development process is modeling. So modeling is also kind of complicated, but this guy goes over it very well, in depth. If you really want to know how to animate, then watch this video, which is called Rig a Low Poly Character in Blender 2.9x. You'll likely have a newer version, but it's still the same mechanics. So rigging basically means adding bones to a character, and as a result of adding bones to that character, the model itself will move. The part of the model will move. So let's say you modeled like let's see, he has a right arm here. If you move this, then this right arm model will move along with that rig. We call it an armature, which is just another word for like a full human bone or bone for a model you're making. So the if you move this armature, then you move the entire character. So it's just things like that. He goes over it very well. And to make the actual animation, there's also something. It's not rigging, but it's actually keyframe animation, which is
In
another
this video, we're going to use Blender to keyframe an idle animation, a
Yep.
run animation, and tweak the animation for a little bit.
Keyframe animation, as he said, and he's gonna make some running animation. So I highly recommend watching those two videos. And that's pretty much everything for the art section. For if you want to make 2D sprites, I actually went over it in the last lecture, one of the last lectures. Um, I think it's the last Unity lecture I actually went over how to make art. It's very easy to, you don't need a tutorial. Of course, if you want, let us know, but that's that's pretty much it for this art section. Now for the music team, I actually make music using Bosca C Oil. It's a very easy software to use compared to like ones, Ernest uses or others use. This is a very simple to use software. I'll just show you his music.
One down. Scale controls here. Finally, we probably in there.
So
It's not great for this one.
it sounds like
Finally,
this. It's very
It's then
easy.
going to play through your entire song while it's exporting.
Yeah, it sounds really good. So, if you want to make this type of music, which is kind of that retro style, games like Pac-Man had this, games like Rally, things like that really are, if you want to get into it, you can use that or use this software, but I think that covers all the resources. I'll be sending these resources a little after this lecture, maybe before. I'll actually send the resources before and then the lecture will be posted later, but I think that covers it. That's pretty much this entire lecture, just giving you resources. Something else you can go over is something called Unity Learn, which is provided by Unity itself. You can go over this, go to pathways, choose what you want. If you want to do like programming, get to this pathway, and then they go over how to program things. Really cool stuff. I suggest using Unity Learn too, but I think that covers all the resources I want you guys to look into. Once again, ask questions if you guys have any. And yeah, thank you guys.